There's been a few things weighing on my mind lately, more specifically, these past few years. I've witnessed more and more examples of this being the case, and that's that the internet is a complete and utter shithole. I know this may not seem like a surprise for most people, but as somebody who's been in, on, and around the internet for nearly 2 decades now, it's becoming increasingly apparent that the internet may not have been such a great concept for the human race. Sure, there's positives to the internet, such as the amazing ability to know anything and everything at any given time, or being able to communicate with your autistic friend from Vietnam. I don't doubt any of those things. And good things have come from the existence of the internet. But I just can't help myself from thinking, at what cost? There's just so much dog shit being flung everywhere now. People on Twitter or X, people on 4chan, people on Reddit. Basically, every platform's comment section, there's people flinging dog shit everywhere. And because of that, it's made me extremely jaded towards most people on the internet. It's quite frankly become an epidemic. This sort of thing has been ongoing for many years now, and COVID has only multiplied this behavior. Nowadays, you really can't have a normal conversation with someone random on a public forum. It's flat out disgusting. And part of my rhetoric, but I just can't help but think that some of these people shouldn't be allowed to ever touch the internet. It's unfortunate that the internet has become so integrated into our daily lives that people like that have to use the internet, and everyone else has to experience their horrible behavior. It feels like nobody can even keep a conversation with random people. It just devolves into ad hominems, senseless arguing, and sometimes gets pushed as far as doxing or swatting. You can't disagree with anyone on the internet anymore. It just carries way too many risks. It's gross. The internet used to be so much more charming back in the day, when it wasn't so heavily corporatized. People didn't do things for money, but they did it as a hobby. People seemed to actually care about what they put out into the world. And I will agree that back then it was much more of a wild, wild west. It was really chaotic, but it just wasn't as brain numbing. I really liked it back then. But now I just can't help but thinking that I'm probably better off without the internet and the intense relationship I have with it. And everyone, to some degree, is deranged. Don't get me wrong. But that veil is lifted when you're anonymous on the internet. It's so much so that people aren't afraid to voice their loudest and most heinous opinions. More often than not, people are rewarded for this behavior. It's gotten pretty damn bad. And I don't know if it will ever get better, and I really hope it doesn't get worse. Because of the nature of the internet and how most people are anonymous, you simply can't verify someone's expertise or experience in a topic. This works both ways, where you can have the most knowledgeable person shed light on an issue, and doubt is instantly cast upon their valuable opinions. But at the same time, some younger individual who knows next to nothing about what they're talking about spreads their shitty opinions and thoughts, and it's taken seriously when it shouldn't. Their opinion really shouldn't hold weight. But it rather depends on which platform this happens on. But on specifically Twitter, it seems as though the younger the generation of people has infested these grounds and has been trying to cancel people. They tout their moral superiority in many ways when they know next to nothing about social dynamics or anything pertaining to the facts of the situation they're in. These mobs of people are so fucking annoying to everyone around them, and sometimes even themselves. Their opinion is taken seriously. I don't know why, but probably due to the dynamic of anonymity on the internet. This sort of things happens not just on Twitter, but everywhere. It's not just younger individuals too. It's like stupid old people too. It's becoming increasingly difficult to navigate the internet without seeing these types of messages and posts, which in my opinion is probably a bad thing. People should take the internet more seriously and carefully consider what they post online and how it could affect others and themselves. And it's not just a game anymore. The internet has become way too integrated into everyone's daily lives, to the point where we spend, on average, 7 of 24 of our hours in a day online, which is fucking crazy. Anyways, if you gotten mad at anything that I've said, you're probably part of the problem. But that's all. Thanks, and bye.